Welcome to Parallel Universe. For 10 years she made the entire world laugh with the sweetest, most deceptively powerful voice on television. She was Bernadette, the tiny, high-pitched, secretly terrifying microbiologist who somehow stole every single scene she was ever in on The Big Bang Theory. But the real Melissa Rauch, the woman behind that voice, behind that character, behind that carefully maintained public image, is so much more surprising, so much more layered, and so much more extraordinary than anything the sitcom ever revealed. And once you see the full picture of who she actually is, you will not be able to believe what you have been missing. Let us start with the voice. Because the voice is the thing that everyone gets wrong about Melissa Rauch. The high-pitched, breathy, almost cartoonish voice that made Bernadette one of the most recognizable characters on American television for 12 seasons, that is not Melissa Rauch's voice. Not even close. Her real voice is deeper, warmer, and completely different. She has said that the Bernadette voice was based on her own mother, that she grew up in a house of screamers in Marlboro, New Jersey, and learned to imitate her mother's high-pitched delivery so precisely that by the time the Big Bang Theory audition came around, she could slip into it as naturally as breathing. She still finds it funny that fans meet her and visibly panic when she opens her mouth. That is not her. It was never her. And the gap between who people think she is and who she actually is enormous. The real Melissa Rauch has a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Classical Acting from Marymount Manhattan College. She spent years performing Ibsen and Chekhov during the day and doing stand-up comedy at night, two completely different disciplines simultaneously, mastering both before most actors have mastered one. She created and performed a sold-out one-woman show called The Miseducation of Jenna Bush, a political parody so sharp and so precise that it won the Outstanding Solo Show Award at the New York International Fringe Festival and was invited to extend its run in Los Angeles. She was doing all of this while waitressing at a sports bar in New Jersey, serving chicken wings and pretending to smile, one rejection away from giving up entirely. She met her husband Winston at a comedy event. They bonded over dumpster diving for props, and started co-writing together practically from the first week. That creative partnership eventually produced The Bronze, a raunchy, brilliant, completely unhinged film about a washed-up Olympic gymnast that opened the Sundance Film Festival in 2015. Variety called it the best breakthrough comedic performance by an actress since Melissa McCarthy in Bridesmaids. And then there is the part that most people never talk about. In 2017, Melissa Rauch published a personal essay in Glamour magazine about her miscarriage, a raw, honest, heartbreaking piece of writing that made hundreds of thousands of women feel less alone in their own grief. She had been trying to have a baby. She lost one. She wrote about it openly at a time when most celebrities would have stayed silent, because she said she needed other women who were suffering to know they were not suffering alone. Her daughter Sadie arrived in December 2017. Her son Brooks arrived in May 2020. She built a family on the other side of that grief and turned the grief into something that helped people. Now at 45, she is a $20 million woman, actress, writer, producer, executive producer of the Night Court revival that she pitched, developed, and carried on her shoulders for 3 seasons. She bought Disney season passes when she first moved to Los Angeles because she was homesick and needed magic. Her bat mitzvah had a comedy club theme because at 13 she already knew exactly who she was going to become. She is completely, unapologetically, entirely herself. And the proof in pictures is simply a woman who spent her whole career hiding in plain sight, leaving absolutely nothing to the imagination except the extraordinary truth of who she actually is.